Are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida, but the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st down, Love to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the 1st. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. They've got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Second down. It's Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now he's flushed out left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kyler Murray, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. These two teams all tied after one. On third down, Love. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on fourth down. On fourth down, Love. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On play action, love to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there for the Bills. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On play action, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now, before we get to the extra point, remember, all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Off the play fake, Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Love. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Brings up 3rd down and 11. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. First down, going to the air with Love. Open man is Duvaaaaaaal. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flush to his right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline.
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Murray now on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
On 3rd and short, the defense did a really nice job of telling the quarterback, we're not going to give you the short routes and throw it to the sticks. You're going to have to beat us throwing it downfield. What they didn't account for, his legs. He pulls it down and runs for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Gibson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
He'll try again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Gibson on the read option. And this time he is in. Yes. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Love now to pass on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and goal, Love going out wide, finds Chubb. Touchdown, Jaguars! Nick Chubb from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he'll get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play, picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, 43 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
Gets through, and now an opening. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devin Duvernay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.
Play